What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to ask a simple question. Are the Atlanta Falcons an elite football team? But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to ask a simple question. Are the Atlanta Falcons an elite football team? And what brought this question up is I was recently on Twitter, and Jordan Schultz, who's an NFL insider and analyst, basically stated that it's time to put the Atlanta Falcons in the elite category when you talk about contending teams in the NFC. He did write in his post on Twitter that the Atlanta Falcons currently are the #1 total defense or total ranked defense in the NFL, and the offense is currently ranked second in total offense in the NFL. So you are #1 on the defensive side of the ball, #2 total offense in the league. So personally, based off of the numbers, this Atlanta Falcons team is playing at an elite level right now. They are an elite football team. Numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie. And I told you guys prior to this Buffalo game that this Falcons team stacks up against any team in the NFL when we're at our best. What's crazy about the stat of the Falcons being #2 on offense is you have to throw in the game week 3 against Carolina where they beat us 30-0. So even with us scoring 0 points out of the first 6 games that we played, the Falcons are still ranked #2 in total offense, which I find very surprising and jaw-dropping. I knew that the offense had struggled at times, especially in that Carolina game. But for us to be the #1 ranked defense, total defense, #2 total offense, this Atlanta Falcons team right now is balling. The only weakness that I see right now in this Atlanta Falcons team is the special teams. Right now, the special teams is like 31st in the league when you look at the total numbers and things of that nature. But outside of the special teams and outside of some mishaps during the coaching staff, this Falcons team could easily have only 2 losses on the season. If you look at, or at least, 1 loss on the season. If you look at this Atlanta Falcons team in that game against the Buccaneers, that game was a toss-up game, being that Younghoe Koo missed that field goal. But outside of that particular game, the only game that we were dominated was that Carolina Panthers game when I feel like we came out and we were not ready to play, and it was a poorly coached game. But outside of that particular game, this Atlanta Falcons team has been balling pretty much all season. Even though we haven't been clicking on all cylinders, this Falcons team has been in every football game that we played this year. So I really feel like this Atlanta Falcons team, you can give them that elite category or that elite title. Now, I did make a video earlier talking about Bijan Robinson telling this team that they need to remain humble, they need to stay focused. And I completely agree with Bijan Robinson stating that this team can't afford to ride the roller coaster of the highs and the lows of the NFL season. But if you personally just ask me, do I think this Falcons team stacks up as a top 5 team, top 10 team currently in the league? Based off of the numbers, based off of what I've seen throughout these games, based off of me watching the other NFL games around the league on Thursday night football, on Sunday night football, on the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games, even on the Monday night games that I saw this season, there's no dominant or consistent team right now. Buffalo is one of those teams that everybody had going to the Super Bowl, and they're on a 2-game losing streak. So that just goes to show you, there's no elite teams right now in the league as far as dominant teams. But if you want to say elite, elite is a word I don't like to throw around a whole lot because that means you're the cream of the crop. But right now, cream is rising to the top when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons. I definitely think based off of the numbers, if you're doing numbers alone, for us to be 1 on defense, 2 and, on offense, that's pretty impressive. So very impressed by these numbers. But you guys give me your thoughts on if this Atlanta Falcons team is an elite football team. I really feel like we are an elite team just for the mere fact that we have the weapons, and we haven't even clicked on all cylinders, and we're still winning games in a dominant fashion. So I really feel like if the coaching staff, coaches a little bit better as far as getting Bijan Robinson more involved in the red zone, and if there's a couple like a mishaps that we've had on special teams and things of that nature, if we can clean those things up and we start clicking on all cylinders, meaning we can get the offense, defense, and special teams playing on a string, I really feel like this team could be elite. And I really feel like we're a top 5 team currently playing in the NFL. I know a lot of Falcons fans and a lot of NFL fans and Falcon haters are not going to like to hear this, but I believe in this team. From what I've seen and from all of the games that I've watched this year, this Falcons team is one of the better teams currently playing football right now, and they're starting to hit their stride. If the special teams picks things up, this Falcons team is going to be a scary team throughout the rest of the remaining of this season. So with that being said, I mean, you guys give me your thoughts. Like I mentioned, you got a list of great players on this Atlanta Falcons offense and on the defense. I mean, you got Drake London starting to hit his stride. You got guys like Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson is showing that he's the best running back right now in the NFL playing. And then on the defensive side of the ball, you get, we got rotational guys that are making plays. So it's very, very exciting time to be an Atlanta Falcons fan. But I want to get you guys' thoughts. Is this Falcons team elite? I really feel like we are an elite team. I agree with Jeff Schultz by stating that this Falcons team has opened up a lot of eyes, and that victory against the Buffalo Bills was a statement game. I've been stating it, like I said, all season long, that this Atlanta Falcons team has no excuse not to be a playoff team. Raheem Morris and his coaching staff have no excuse not to make a deep playoff run this coming season, or this season that we're currently playing in. I mean, with about 10 weeks left, 11 weeks left in the season, this Falcons team, minus having a ton of injuries, knock on wood, there's no reason why this team shouldn't be able to be a playoff team and make some noise in the playoffs based off of the roster that we have. So with that being said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I have a lot more content coming for you guys. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed, peace.